This is my dad, who was like a really explosive coach and always went for it. You always had the feeling that you're not by yourself on the tatami, sitting on the side of the mat while your son is fighting a world final. Seeing your kid getting injured, seeing your kid getting hammered on a training camp. And I think it's amazing that he did this and that it was possible to do it together. We went so deep together that most of the people will never come that close with his dad or her dad. That's really valuable. My name is Dennis van der Geest, medalist at the Olympic Games, world champion, European champion twice. My dad was into judo because his eldest brother was fighting together with Anton Geesink, the European Championships in the team competition. Had a few results, but was the best in coaching and in training. My dad started this club in 1970. It's called Kenamju. My mom was also working in the sports club. So from the moment I was born, I was in this club. And the moment I was 4 years old, I was on a judo mat. Not only for me, also for my brother Elko, who also competed at the highest level. There were always a lot of judoka in our house. You had all those videos with Neil Adams. The first videos were in 1981, the World Championships in Maastricht. We were watching it. And then went to the training, we tried it out. My brother was from day one a real big talent. I sometimes won a medal, but still enjoyed judo so much. And I was really happy then when I was like 15 or 16 that some things changed. I started throwing people. For me, that was the first time that I actually could feel like, hey, maybe it's possible to make a career out of this sport. This is the 1997 World Championships in Paris, where I was 21, I think, and I won my first bronze medal. The fun part of this picture is, this is my dad, without a beard. I think he did not have a beard for like 2 weeks in his whole life. We don't have any picture of him without a beard. We have a painting in the house of my parents, where he's celebrating the moment that I won a bronze medal here. The painter painted it without a beard, but it looked so crazy because we never saw him without a beard. So we brought the painting back and this guy actually painted the beard on it. So on the picture there's no beard, but on the painting he has a beard because otherwise it wouldn't be my dad. What's this? This was at the European Championships. I won a gold medal there in Maribor, but my brother also won a gold medal. And then I also won a bronze medal because I was fighting the open and the heavyweights. For the fun, they put us in the roster, not as a country, but just as the family. Russia first, and then the family van der Geest was second. I think that was one of the most proudest moments of my dad, when you have two sons and they win the European title together. In Athens, I was feeling really well, really high ranked. I was confident. This is one of the preliminary fights. And this was also in a Dutch newspaper, and they combined it with a picture of a lion eating antelope. But I actually just, let him go. Don't worry, I didn't eat him. Unfortunately, lost in the quarterfinal against an Italian, Bianchesi. It was a really hard fight. So it was quite difficult to find the energy to fight for the bronze medal. But my dad also said, if you don't do it for yourself, then please do it for me. And that helped. Repechage fight against Tilzer from Germany. Just before the fight, I saw him doing something with his trainer, like the way he would approach me in the first few seconds. They could not see that I was watching, so I knew exactly what he was going to do. That's why I threw him quite fast. But I yelled a little bit to him, not the most respectful way, but there was so much energy and so much adrenaline inside. And that also gave me a bit of extra energy for the bronze medal contest. When we went on, I heard Miran saying to the referee, "Can I have more rest?" And the referee says, "No, we have to go on now. You had your rest." He wants to have rest. For sure, I'm not going to give it to him. Never beaten this guy, 2 or 3 times I lost. The moment I just grabbed him, I felt that it was possible to win this time. And I threw him for Ippon. But I just watched the two other referees and they both gave Wasari. He was still on the ground like, okay, I lost. And I knew they're going to change it to Wasari. So I just grabbed him in a hold down. It took him for 5 seconds to understand that the ippon was Wasari, but I still was holding him down. So yeah, that was clever. Here I see more relief than happiness. When you put a lot of effort in something, but you're also so happy that it's over, tired, everything, emotions. To have a celebration like this with your dad after winning a medal at the Olympics, it's not only your coach and your trainer, but it's also your dad. This was really emotional. The day before, my brother lost for the bronze medal, and I was really happy that I could give him an Olympic medal. Every time I was quite close to winning that really big one once. And in Egypt in 2005, I won it. 5 or 6 fights, and I won all the fights with ippon. I fight Temenov so many times, but I saw like he was nervous. Just before the final, he was changing his judo gi. It was a bit different than what I've seen him many times. That gave me a bit of extra confidence that it was possible to win the title. It was a left to a right-handed fight. Temenov always started with tomonage, a real strong one. I said to myself, okay, he's going to do the tomonage and I really have to block it as hard as possible. I saw like that he did not expect that. So I threw him for a yuko, hold him down for a moment, but he got out of that situation. He opened up. He just wanted to finish it. He was trying to foot sweep me, and that was for me the right moment to launch Osotogari. But man, this throw, look at the drive, look at the way I'm holding his lapel, but it's all about the drive and the momentum of the arms. I have a lot of respect for Temenov because, man, he threw me sometimes also to the ceiling and back. It was my best final maybe that I've ever fought. When I stood up and I wanted to like celebrate together with my dad wasn't there anymore because he was already standing in the middle of the Dutch crowd like, yeah. Then he came back. Bronze medal at the Olympics, a silver medal at the World Championships, 3 bronze medals at the World Championships. So every time really close. And this was the moment that it all it came together. When I came back in Holland, I went to Willem Ruska, 2 times Olympic champion in 72, and I trained with Willem Ruska, and he trained in his prime time also with my dad. But Willem Ruska already had a stroke, so he was not the Willem Ruska that everybody knew him like the big champion. But together with my cousin Robert, who was a photographer, and I went there with my gold medal of the World Championships, and we made a picture like with respect for the old master. Front page of the Telegraph, that's the biggest newspaper in Holland. At that picture, you still see a glimpse of this big champion Willem Ruska was, together with my gold medal. He was my hero from when I was really young. That picture means a lot to me. The relationship with my dad changed after my professional career because then the tension was away. We could be a son and dad, but then you're also at an age that it's not only son and dad, you have to be friends also. And something that my dad always said, the most important part is I want to have a good relationship with my sons. Judo is really important, but if it will affect our relationship, then we have to quit. And we really went deep together. Sometimes maybe too far, but it never killed our relationship. He is now 80 years old, and I'm still happy that we have a really good relationship. We still have the sports club that my parents started in 1970. I think the biggest chance for us as Kenamu, my club, is to give a chance to everybody who really wants to achieve something, that it's possible and that there are always people around that when it goes well, but also when it's not going well, are around you, support you and say like, hey man, let's go for it. You have your doubts, you have your moments of strongness, you have your moments of weakness, and the feeling you have inside that sometimes you're scared or you're emotional. If you can express those feelings as well, beside being a champion, then you really can mean something to people who are starting their career.